Someone very special. We have Miss Wheelchair Iowa, Katie Helmers, with us right now. Jason and Jackie, you're talking to a sweetheart.
That's right. We're very excited to introduce you to Katie this morning. Congratulations on being Miss Wheelchair Iowa. Can you kind of tell us about what this title means?
What the actual title is itself is for women in wheelchairs to advocate whatever their their strong things that they want to have changed throughout the year during their reign. So my advocacy is business accessibility and making Iowa accessible as possible, because right now it's not. It could be better.
It could be better.
There are always improvements that can be made.
Yes.
Now, this isn't your standard beauty pageant. A lot of people think pageants and, you know, they think swimsuits and talents and things like this. Kind of tell us what's involved with the wheelchair pageant.
What you do is you go to the pageant wherever it's held. This year it was held at in Iowa City on March 21st. And you go and you do a platform. So the platform is what you are advocating for. And then you get to talk in front of some people. First you go to the judges, and then you're kind of like in this little room all by yourself. And then, you know, they ask you a bunch of questions. And then you go sit down and eat. And then you get to talk in front of everybody else. And then you get to draw question out of the hat and answer that kind of on the spot.
So kind of a couple of things that people are used to when you think pageants, but one that has a very deep meaning. Besides your platform, what made you want to try out for something like this? Well,
the year before, I've been in the wheelchair for 2 years now, and so the year before I was asked, and I didn't feel quite ready. So then I got asked to do it for this year, and so I decided that, you know, I wanted to make a difference. You know, I got out more and had more experience in the world and realized what things worked and what didn't. So that's why I decided to do it.
Give us some examples as people that don't have to face the obstacles that you do, just getting around during the day, going to work, going to businesses, going to the mall. What are some of the things you run into?
Well, you know, trying to find a close parking spot, you know, in one big enough, you know, you have to allow room for you to get your wheelchair out too. Opening doors, that can be super hard, especially if the doors are really heavy.
Right.
You know, just even sidewalks, or, you know, or in the winter, you know, Iowa's winters are wonderful, you know, and you know,
you have a tire that's about that wide.
Exactly, and trying to go through the slush and stuff, and it's difficult. Or even, you know, the sidewalks are slightly sloped, or the roads. Most able-bodied people don't notice that, and then so being in a wheelchair, you notice those slight things, and it makes it slightly difficult for you to just move on.
Because I imagine you want to be as an independent individual as you possibly can.
Oh, but most definitely.
But it helps when there's little things that can help your life be a little easier out there.
So the legislature is still in session, and if you could grab one of those guys or get in front of a few senators or representatives, what would you like to see them do? What would you like to see changed?
Just make Iowa more accessible for those that are in wheelchairs, and also for anyone who has any type of disability. That's what I'm advocating for. It's not just wheelchair users, you know. I guess I'll just throw out some stats here, but you know, Iowa is 60% of Iowans are over the age of 65, and they're considered disabled, whether they want to be called that or not. You know, they may not feel like it, but you know, there's slight things that they can't do, and so just making things accessible for them, and also, you know, everyone else too.
Like you said, simple things like parking spaces and being able to get in and out of buildings, simple things like that.
Or even restrooms, you know, like, you know, the older people people, elderly people, I guess, you know, might have a cane or a walker, and if they can't get into the stall either, then, you know, those who have other adaptive devices aren't going to be able to fit in there either. So.
Right.
Well, you're definitely a wonderful educator and advocate for what you're passionate about. So what does this year look like for you since you just won this crown?
Well, I just got started, so I'm hoping to make a huge difference.
Are you going to be traveling around the state and doing things like
Yes,
this?
I hope so. So, yep. I'm going to start a little local here, you know. I'm from Dakota City, and so I'm going to start local and then expand.
Wonderful.
You know.
Well, thank you for telling us your passion and your message here today. And you're a beautiful advocate for a very strong message with Miss Wheelchair Iowa. Now, is there another competition you go to, or?
Yes, it is nationals, and it's actually held in Iowa this year.
It is.
Which I know last year she had to travel to California. So I'm pretty lucky that I don't have to really travel very far.
It's right here.
You know, I just have to travel a couple hours. So yeah, it's the week of July 27th, and so we'll be downtown for the whole week and doing fun activities.
Wonderful. Well, we'll have to keep our tabs on you and see how
Yeah.
you do with nationals. But congratulations on this huge honor.
Thank you
and
very much.
We look forward to you spreading this amazing message all across the great state. Thank you for being here. Lots more coming up on Great Day, so don't move a muscle. We're right here on Great Day, Channel 23. We'll be